Hi everyone, it's Lisa and welcome to Lisa's Stamp Studio. I want to give you a tip today about your Versamark. If you've ever stamped with friends before, sometimes there's an oops, right? Which means you've had a friend who maybe had her stamp in yellow and then went to re-ink it in yellow and missed and went into the Versamark. And you're like, oh no, I've got this blotch of color in here. Can it be fixed? And I get asked this a lot, and the answer is yes. So the first thing you're going to want to do is grab a white paper towel or white napkin or a white cloth. You want something that's white that doesn't have dyes in it so that it doesn't be picked up from that item into the Versamark. And you're going to want to blot and lift as much of that color out as possible, turning and changing your paper towel. Once that's happened, then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the Versamark refill and you're going to pour a generous amount in the center. Now the reason I say generous is because what's going to happen is you've actually pulled some of that ink out when you were doing the blotting. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a generous amount here. Versamark refill is very, very thick. You're going to see that it looks and feels quite different when you're squeezing it. And the way that I like to spread it is I like to use a plastic spoon. I find that if I just use the back of the spoon and I rub it into the pad, I'm able to cover the area where the ink was once saturated. So just going to rub that around to get even coverage. This is also a great way for you to ink your regular classic ink pads with your refills as well. It helps keep the ink in a nice even coverage. Discoloration on your Versamark pad is normal over time. It picks up some of the pigments that you had left behind on previous stamps that have not been clean. The best thing to do is to test it. So if you put your stamp in here and it comes out light yellow or light blue, then you know that this needs to be blotted and it needs to be cleaned off and then re-inked. I hope today's tip has helped salvage your Versamark pads from other colors. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I look forward to seeing you next time for another quick tip.